Hey guys, it's Derek
And Mike.
and Mike, and we're just dropping off a car here. This pink one here needs to be raised in order to drop it off with, to ship the car out. And this place here is one of the places that we use as a mechanic. And the other day I was here, just wanted to check over here. You can't see it yet, but they just put in a new highway here. That one just went in a few months ago, and so I wanted to see what they did to the landscape over here, and found a really interesting little park. It's like a find in Japan, kind of like Pokemon, I guess.
I thought it was up here.
It is, but we're going up here first.
Okay. Ooh, suspense.
And this is probably the best part about living in Japan, is just finding these little places. And what's really cool about this park is it I think perfectly feels like the 1980s, but then was completely left after it was built, and obviously it was very expensive. And so before we get into that, just wanted to show you this view, because this is kind of our neighborhood. There's the new highway that goes in. I know, that's the very first thing that I thought about, was I don't think it would be too hard to get a car up here, or a 50cc scooter. Mike, do you know who has 50cc scooters? Actually, the last time I was here, there were a couple of Yankees on their scooters up here.
Yeah, I want to bring my bike up here.
And so, this path has been built when the new highway went in, and then that highway there actually goes right down to the port for us, so it's very convenient. There's a tunnel that's like 15 kilometers long, and it took them over 10 years to build it, but I guess it's open now.
Wow. Oh, I've been
Over here is Shin-Yokohama Park, and then that over there is Nissan Stadium. I believe that they're doing some of the 2020 Olympics in that, and then over there is Shin-Yokohama.
That's the expressway, right?
Yeah. But it would be very fun to have a car or bikes up here.
We definitely need to bring them.
Okay, now, I walked over there and I walked down the stairs and I found a sign that says that there's a park over there, which is a little bit weird because this area is, it's like a mostly industry with some ghetto houses here and there. Kind of interesting to walk through the roadways of this place, but I'm gonna go bring you up to the park because I thought it was such a special feeling in that park, just because it was so dilapidated, but there were actually a number of people at the park. And RX-7!
These definitely moved to allow cars in. That.
And bikes.
Oh, I see. Maybe not.
Yeah, it's locked. You would need bolt cutters. You know, bolt cutters are on sale right now. Okay, so first thing, going up here, you can see kind of the beginnings, and this is what got me really interested in going up further into the park. But like, there are these odd concrete benches here in a place that you would really never expect anybody to ever sit. And the 1980s in Japan was a very special time because the yen was worth a lot more than it is now, and so the exports were really cost competitive against any other country. That's part of the reason why Japanese cars during the 80s and 90s were so competitive. It was very easy for them to create cars and then undercut the competition or make massive profits. And they're still kind of riding high on their massive profits. But during that time, it was also a lot of economic expansion in Japan, and the government and the people assumed that this was going to be a permanent thing. And so they spent a lot of their excess money, and they had a lot of excess money on things that just wouldn't make sense nowadays. And so heading up here, we'll go see that park. It already looks fun, doesn't it? Look at the...
I'm excited. Like, brand new stainless steel.
No, that's the thing. All the stainless steel stuff, it was all from the 80s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just really, really expensive, so it would last a long time.
And then they cheaped out on these little towns.
Now, here's the park. It's a quick glimpse of it first, but we're on top of a building here. There's the car shop. There's the RX-7. There's our company BB. This is a, whoa, there's this here. We're 4 stories up right now. And last time I was here, there was like 8 people, like 3 different groups of people. So we'll just walk around the park and kind of show the ins and outs. So things like this, benches like this, concrete with stainless steel, isn't something that most parks would spend the money on these days. Most parks in Japan are stainless steel that's been like steel that's been painted, and it tends to go rusty a little bit. Got some parallel bars here. You'll see those in all the Japanese parks. And in fact, I think that this one here and that one there are not original pieces of this park.
What's that?
That's a crow, man.
I can feel that. Uh-oh.
You got something in your hair, Mike.
It's not gaijin size.
You mean not Mike Gaijin size? There are a couple of tennis courts here, which is really weird because tennis courts are all pay to play now. But maybe during this time, you can go play tennis without paying. You see the nets have been taken down, and they got a sign that says "Don't enter." And it looks like these closed down about 2 years ago because the sign that says "Don't enter" is dated as 2017. You see the grass has grown through it. And then if you look down there, there's another fence up there cordoning off one area that I guess used to be part of the tennis courts as well.
Oh, what are those?
Got more of these weird bench things, and they're really up too high to be used as benches, so I really don't know what the point of those were other than look at how much money we have in our wallet and let's spend it. Now this section here totally screams 80s.
This is from the 80s?
Yeah, but it's so clean because it's stainless steel. It's like a DeLorean. It can't rust.
I love it.
Yeah, now you're supposed to hobble your way down. Ready? Go.
I'm going as fast as I can, man.
Okay, my turn. Hold the camera.
I took too much.
You went too fast there.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready?
And stato.
Okay. Wow, it's harder than it looks.
Yeah, but don't get overzealous like I did.
I'm past the point of Mike.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dismount.
What?
That could have ended badly. Yeah.
The hoops here and those bars and these, whatever they are, the chin-ups bar. You can watch me do a single chin-up if you want.
Oh yeah.
That's all I can do.
Someone was holding his feet.
It was
I
you,
zoomed
wasn't
in.
it? Give me that camera.
What are these? This is what,
Water fountain and a shed.
that you lay on them? No, they can't be.
I think it's just like toys for the kids to play on. They don't, or you hook your feet under them and you try to do sit-ups.
Oh, that one's got bird shit.
Yeah, do the one that has not been pooped on. And don't say shit on camera.
Oh. These are too high for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do a video of Mike doing 100 of these.
Ah. All right, do the cut thing.
I'm gonna do this step on the face thing.
98. 99.
Wow, you're so cool and strong, Mike.
Yeah, now do the skip thing. I was 1,000.
Now do it on this one.
Wait, it's stuck. Oh.
It has this little sticker on it. It's made for adults. They put these stickers on like 5 years ago on every piece of playground equipment in Japan. I guess it was like a new thing.
How are you supposed to do these?
Or at least Yokohama.
My back doesn't.
No,
bend
do it the
that
same way. Yeah. And bend your back all the way down.
I'm gonna die.
Do it. It's worth it.
I can't. Derek, I stuck.
Can I tickle your stomach? I'm gonna take a video of your Garandu.
Fuck no, I am stuck.
Don't say swear words.
I was surprised.
So a little bathroom over here. And public bathrooms in Japan tend to be pretty clean compared to public bathrooms, what I'm used to. Drugs aren't really a problem in this country, and so you don't see needles or things in the bathroom. This is probably one of the dirtier ones that I've seen, but still, as you can see, it's really not that bad. Stainless steel door. Oh, and a pee trough. Perfect. Hey, Mike. Do you want to pee?
Derek,
Do you want
I'd love to come to the bathroom with you. I thought you'd never ask.
There's a pee trough.
What?
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is the squat one, right?
Yeah, but it's super long.
Thanks.
And surprisingly, the grass in here is quite nice. A lot of Japan doesn't really have this type of grass. I don't know why that is, but most of the parks are just sand instead of grass.
I would rate the grass 8 out of 10.
That's pretty high. But for Japan, it's a 10 out of 10. And then having a look down here, like, it's all industry. Over there, there's a high school down there. And then there's a driving range over there.
Who would use this park? What's their market?
I think the market was, we're going to give each city a certain amount of money to build parks, and you build a park on it. Now the odd thing is this is on top of a building, so I've been wanting to know what this building was here for, and I kind of think this is where they carry their Gundams. You know, like inside here has like a facility that, like, yeah, you've seen Akira, right? When they go down into the frozen basement and it just looks like a nondescript industrial building on the outside.
The windows are second floor windows. That means it definitely goes down multiple levels, and they have super secret technology.
There's a Land Cruiser down there. And so you can peek a little bit in when you go up the other side, but you can't really see anything in there. It just looks like empty space. And so it could be this is where they kept the Gundams, but then after the crash of the 80s, all of their programs for giant robots had to be pulled because it was too expensive.
All but one.
You don't see giant robot like anime anymore, like you did in the 80s.
That's because the technology's advanced so far that now that it's real, they have to keep it secret.
So then look, there's a door out there. It's like when the new employees come, they're like, hey, can you get something from room C4? And the guy opens the door and falls out, but it's not high enough for them to actually get terribly hurt. So it's just like a, ha ha, you broke your arm.
Oh, this is a parking building.
Like a parking lot?
I think so.
Look, nobody's been in here in a long time.
Let's bravely go where no one has gone before.
I'm going to do the unthinkable in Japan and not listen to a chain that says no. We won't be able to get in the locked door, but we will be at least able to peek in here. Yeah, giant robots. I'm telling you, man. I don't know what that kind of stuff is.
It's pumping like oxygen down to the lower floors where they're working on the Gundams.
Gundam is a name brand. There's like little boxes in there as well.
There's a light on. Conspicuous red light.
And it is odd that this is on the second floor, right? So there's something underneath. Oh, so you just try the door?
No.
Oh, maybe they left it open, Mike.
Their super secret robot lair. Maybe
Okay, so that is a Mystery Japan tour of what we have now dubbed the Showa Era Park. Showa Era was the, I guess in Japan they call it the eras whenever there's a new emperor, and Showa ended in 1989. So this is a Showa Era Park. And hope you enjoyed the tour. If I find something else that's pretty sweet, then I'll get another video of it. But I thought this was cool enough to show you guys. Hey Mike, say goodbye to Air Buddy.
Bye, everybody.
Cool rap language.